Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff is suing for refund of visa processing fee and loans granted to the visa agent.
Previously on the Justice Court.
Third week, I now called him. Oga, this is what you told me now. This is the third week. We are just waiting our time now. For more than 1.5 years now, we are in Nigeria doing nothing because of what you told us that the visa will be out within May and June. People, in fact, I was really angry that time. I thought to him, said I should wait.
So we wait for IRCC, Canadian Immigration Staff, to get back to us whether it is approved or not. Unfortunately, it took more than expected. I'm not the IRCC, I'm not the consular. I'm only helping you, I'm only assisting you to forgive what you cannot do. But I can assure you the 100% of being approved.
Is this your first time of assisting people to apply for visa?
No. I've been doing that since 2018.
2018, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
They had false hope.
Yes.
They kept on having false hope until they
They were informed.
You were informed?
No, we are not.
They were informed.
Wait, that's not the issue. My issue is from your narrative, right? They didn't get to know until April 2024 when it was denied.
They
Since
knew
July, that's about a year.
They will not be able.
They knew that
they knew they will not be able. They knew, because when it was June 30, we had a call, then a conference call. Him and his friend, that I have not received the approval yet because the mail was with me, and by virtue of that, probably after the program or probably later, they can still send the approval. So it happens at times.
Let me explain the legal aspect to you. It's not about stories. I'll go straight to the legal aspect. He paid for his services that has not been rendered. Have you rendered the services he paid for?
I rendered the service.
He paid to secure. You promised. You presented yourself. You presented yourself as being competent to obtain that. You presented yourself. Just listen to me carefully, because I asked you now. You said this is a business you've been engaging in since 2018.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you are trying to say is, this is not the. You told me this is not the first time you are doing it.
Yes.
And they came to you. There is nobody that will come around, and as I'm sitting down here, I can't. If somebody comes to me now and say, "Oh, I want to perform surgery," I will tell you instantly, I'm not a doctor. So by the time you were approached, if it's something you know you are not capable of doing, and you had no business engaging them, I mean, taking up that business.
Excuse me, ma.
And let me finish. You have the opportunity to talk.
Okay,
because I'm going around it. So they came around, you were paid, you could not deliver the services that you were paid for. You don't have to present. If you know this is something, you don't put, you can't be collecting money from people and not deliver the services you are being paid for. If you pay for services and you do not get it done, what do you expect to be done? I'm asking you.
Okay, ma, to either carry out the service as said, as agreed, or refund the money.
Okay. Now, I think from the two of you's narrative, you've made 2 attempts now.
Yes,
ma'am. And the 2, is there any outcome on the second?
We already submitted the second application on June 29, 2024. And the confirmation was sent on June 30, 2024, which I submitted when I came.
Before this second one, can you identify, tell me specifically, what made the first application to be denied?
Actually, ma, in every application, it is a risk that each applicant and we, the assistants, do take. It is either denied or approved. And when they deny an application, they state the reason of the denial. They state whether the document or whatever, they will state the reason.
So what's the reason for
So,
the first? What's the reason
No,
for the?
no reason was stated. The only reason that was stated was on the second column, on the second paragraph, that I am not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as required by paragraph 179.
So what made you
which
think?
I don't know.
So what made you think that the second application now, you have supplied an information that would not make you run into the first risk that you ran into? It's a different thing. If, because I'm reading it, if specifically,
Yes.
maybe it's written there that, oh, there is no tax information included, or there is a certificate missing. Do you understand me? At that point
Yes,
in
ma'am.
time,
Actually,
you let me land. Don't stop interrupt. You have this habit. You have to make it the last time you interrupt me.
so I'm sorry, ma'am.
No, it's okay. So now, at this point, you don't even know why the first application was turned down, because there's nothing specific stated here. So for you to advise that you should reapply again, I don't know what was going through your mind. Because if you say risk, then he keeps paying for that risk for the next 5-10 years until it goes through. You tell him to keep on paying, or what?
Ma'am,
I'm listening.
this application of 18, had it been it was denied because of any documentation, any error in the documentation, it would have been highlighted.
What
Ma.
I'm telling you
And
is like,
secondly, about the
whatever reason that you describe in that application is what they stated as the reason why it was denied. They said this include assessing whether you are coming to Canada temporarily for the reasons you described in your application. It's stated there. Did you ever go online to check even the requirement before you engage in services? Did you? That's why I said the two of you, you have your shortcomings. As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't know what he's doing. Because all he does, like he said it himself, is a risk. He's taking chance. And secondly, you don't need, it's always written there, you don't need to engage services of anybody. Look, this is an organized system. They put out their requirements. Check it out, compile everything, submit. It's the same thing he's doing for you. If he claimed, as you said, he knows somebody there, have you gotten any result from whatever connection he's claiming to have there? The truth is, go online. Go online directly. What have you got to say? You didn't tell him that you know anybody.
I didn't tell him that.
Okay.
No proof.
I have evidence for that.
You can't
Let me
prove
see.
that, man.
Okay.
If you have evidence, let me have a look at it. He's alleging. Let me be sure. Let's see it first.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Let's see it first. Mubarak agents, right? I'll start from here. It must have been so hard on you, and I swear wallahi, it's been painful to see you in such situation. If I had any way to render an assistance, I would have. So sorry for the inconvenience. I got an hint that the applications are being approved / released a batch after another, and sooner it will reach us. Let's be more prayerful and hopeful.
In that statement I made, I think it's a misunderstanding. what I said then was that the applications we submitted and other people submitted
There's no
were
problem.
being attended
You know,
to one after
let me
the
return
other.
that. Okay, please.
That's
It's
a
okay.
misunderstanding.
The bottom line first.
Thank you.
There is. Do you have 300, 100 apart from the 450 for the visa? We're talking about 100, 350, that's 450, another 50, 500, another 120, making 620.
The first payment of 450,000 and the later payment of 50,000 naira that made it 500,000 naira was for the first application, which I rendered, with the agreement that when the visa was approved, the balance of 2,700,000 will be paid to me. And if it is not approved, definitely I have no reason to collect any money from them. It is a loss on us.
Did you put that into any agreement? Wait, did you put that into any agreement? Did you put it to any written?
That was
because the position of the law is if you pay for services and you don't get it, you return. But if they
that
are,
was the
if they are,
agreement.
listen to me carefully. Listen and stop interjecting. Just prove to me that the agreement you had was that after the deposit, if you were able to obtain the visa for him, he will pay you the balance. But if for any reason you are not able to obtain the visa for him, he will lose his deposit. You could have had that agreement. Just prove it to me, then yes. I know that is out of the way. So show me yes. something. Do you have anything to prove that?
We had it. Though first agreement was a kind of a physical meeting. I, his wife, and his father had that meeting. I explained every details of the application, how it was going to be.
You are not answering my question. You already said that. I know the people that were at the meeting the first day you all met. I'm asking a very direct and yes. simple question. Prove it to me. That's what I'm telling you.
It was on a call. After his father came, he called and we had the agreement. I had the agreement also with his father. I explained
Unfortunately, the law doesn't work that way. So that next time when you run into this kind of problem, you know how to, this kind of issue, you know how to address it better. Because you know that if there is an issue, you must be able to prove every step, every agreement, everything you have agreed upon. So it's always better to draft an agreement, let both parties sign. Do you understand me? Are you listening to me?
Okay, ma'am.
So everybody,
yes,
so you sign, you let them know. With this deposit, if it doesn't come through, I'm not going to refund. But, and the other way is just a deposit. If I obtain the visa for you, then I get paid my balance as well. Do you understand me? That's the way that should go. Then what about the remaining money?
The 100,000 naira is agreed. He renders that assistance then. The other 350 he claimed. I can't accept this because I can't even remember the amount.
You have anything to prove this? I want him to, yes, let him prove that he made that payment into your account.
Yes, ma'am.
This is more.
So what I have here on 31st of Monday, 31st July, 2023, 350,000 naira was paid into Basamira. Is that your company? Global Concept?
Yes, ma'am. So
it was paid into account. That's 350. So now you have accepted that 350.
The 450,000.
Okay,
yes.
now. All right then. What made you decide to reapply?
Actually, then, he was the one that said when he put call across to them, that they said we should reapply, that they will give us the visa. So even then, I did not want to reapply. But when he called his friend, that Ashambanki, we had a conference call then. He said we should try and reapply. maybe they will give us that. Even we should not worry that we just pay for the visa fee, which is he first said 150,000. After we said, no, the rate is not up to that now. So we later agreed on 120,000 naira. So I gave him that 120,000, and that is May 5th this year, May 5th. And he told me that he has applied for the invite May 1st. I still have the voice notes on my phone and the message when he said he has applied for the invite.
Is that correct?
Yes, I applied for the invite on that date.
It's quite correct. So
Yes.
you are very sure he's going to obtain it now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not assuring him.
The plaintiff, Saheed Okoyemi, mentioned that Mubarak promised to refund his deposit if the visa application is denied. Rather than asking for that refund, he has made another payment for a second application. The defendant, Mubarak Imran, claims to have spent his money in addition to the deposit paid by Saheed. He stated that the first visa application that was denied is a loss to both parties. He said there is no guarantee that the second visa application will be approved. Judge Fumi wades into this matter.
50 seconds. Ma.
Yeah, no,
Ma. Submitting an application on behalf of someone. There is no guarantee. No, I can't guarantee.
So why do you keep doing it? You are charging for it. You are making money out of that. How much did you pay? How much did you actually pay for the fee? The rest of the 500K comes to your pocket. You know that. So it's like you are deceiving people. If you are telling people I can do this, and you know it's just a 50-50 chance.
Never made kobo from him yet.
Then show me the proof that you paid everything. Look, I'm telling you, if you can, the way is bringing them out. Just show me the proof that all these payments, you actually paid them in.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So what you've sent is form and information that was filled in online, right?
Yes,
just
ma'am.
to establish that you actually applied. But up to now, there's nothing to show how much you actually paid. Do you understand me? How much did you pay? 100 and what?
It was under the 185 Canadian dollar.
Okay. And as at that time, how much did you pay? How much did you pay in naira? How much did you convert?
It was around dollar was around 800, 900 then. Until I see the receipt, I have to search for it. I will try to provide that.
You know, when you come into court, you have to provide, especially when you are the defendant. The same thing for the plaintiff. Do you understand? It's documents that each of you use to prove your case against each other. You see, I would love you to prove your case, your defense. He has proved his own case.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to defend yourself.
Yes,
with regards to that reapplication fee, I'm not going to hold him liable for that. I won't hold him liable for that because the regular thing is once beaten, twice shy. You should have taken that precaution. Do you understand me?
I understand.
July till April the following year, before you got everything, and he told you within 3 months, and you still don't realize that you are taking another high risk if you go in again. So as far as I'm concerned, that 120, you willingly took that risk.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to return is 450,000 naira, that 350 and 100, the loan. Do you understand me?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. The thing is, since we have another application submitted, so
it's independent of your application. This is a loan. It's a loan.
Yes.
Exactly. So the 500, you can be discussing that if you want when we're addressing that. But on this independent loan, The agreement is it gave you 500,000 naira, and when it's out, it will pay you the balance. That is different from I need a loan, I have these challenges. Can I quickly have 350? I need to sort out my rent. I need 100,000 to sort out a friend's problem, you know. You don't take advantage of that.
Yes.
So tell me when you tell me when you want to pay that. I can easily give my ruling on that. I'm just giving you that privilege.
Okay.
So tell me when.
Okay. December, inshallah, by God grace.
You can't start in December. You have to start from this month end. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you can't pay everything up front this month, then you break it down. That's the best you can have.
I'll start by the sum of 20,000 naira.
How much?
I'll start with the sum of 20,000 naira.
Are you all right?
Ma.
Are you all right?
Order.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Reason,
You're all right. You want to pay back 450,000 naira and you want to start by paying 20,000 naira. Okay. So go ahead. I'm listening.
I said I will start with a sum of 50,000 naira.
Is that acceptable to you?
No, Your Honor.
He said it's not acceptable to him. And it's difficult for me to even call me. Because usually when this kind of things comes up, I step in to bridge the gap. But the way you are coming from a very unreasonable angle. So I'll leave the two of you to sort yourself out. Because there are some human beings, you see, let me tell you, in line when in the course of this program, I've realized there are some people that genuinely, they have good intent. But they are just unfortunate that they took the wrong path. At times not even know the legal implication of what they have done. I get sympathetic over such people. And that's where at times the court even comes in to assist such people. We give money out.
Mr. Said,
I'm with you.
I will beg that you accept that 50,000 naira for a start. Because this month I already have a lot at hand. So I'm very sorry for that. So I beg that you accept the sum of 50,000 naira. And I promise to balance up.
I can accept, but I can accept, but the problem is that as at the time I gave you that 120,000, if you could remember, I told you that my house rent has due. I have not even paid my landlord up till now. And even I told him that he should give me till 10th of this month. So when the court called me that the case will come up on the 6th, I even begged my landlord to give me the 10th of this month. I have not even paid him.
How much is your rent?
250, ma. I told him before then. I told him everything. He said I should not worry. I should just give him that 120. Once, even he did visa for people recently now, and they collect 800,000 now from per applicant, 4 people. And you are telling me I should be collecting 50,000 from you.
Mr. Sain, the thing is, you are also aware of how this thing goes.
I'm not aware of anything. You are just telling me, and you are a liar. I've noticed that now.
I meant for the application.
I asked you for evidence of payments of the new application. You did not provide evidence of payment. Since May, they have not issued the invite from May till now.
With regards, because you've commenced another process that is ongoing now, the one you've started with the 120,000 naira, your reapplication, right?
Yes.
So you're still entitled to have that 500 deposit as you agreed earlier on, as deposit, pending the outcome of this your reapplication. If at the end of the day this similar thing happens, then you bring him back here for that.
Your Honor, ma, yes. He has not proved to me that he has applied for the application. He has not. Before he applied for the application, the invite must come out.
Let me have the reapplication, the way you showed me the first one.
I have already submitted the confirmation of the application the day I came. It was on June 30, 2024. Mr.
The second one, this new one.
I submitted a copy. Yes. I submitted the confirmation. Okay. Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. But
So you understand why I said
yeah, I understand, ma'am.
because this is still pending.
Yeah, I understand.
And the agreement is it will always have that 500K. You decided that you should have it to start. So that is there. But this is I'm treating loan because this is strictly loan. You took a loan, then you must return that money. That is it. And Mubarak,
Yes, ma'am.
are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
On this month,
Okay.
I want you to pay 100,000 naira minimum. Is that acceptable?
It's acceptable, Your Honor, but I promised my landlord to pay him on the 10th of this month.
How much?
The rent is 215.
On this, consider one thing. When you were in problem, that is when you obtained that money
Yes,
from him.
yes, that's what I want to say.
Now is the one in issue. So I think it's the right time for you to reciprocate that goodwill. By 10th of September, you are going to give him 100,000 naira.
I thought he said by the end of the
He
month.
needs 10. You didn't listen to what he said, that the landlord wants the money by 10th of September. He promised the landlord. And you know things like this, even if you can't come up with everything, you must come up with something. Then you beg for time to pay the balance.
Judge Fumi helps both parties to reach amicable settlement. After the break, Judge Fumi rules.
I'll work towards the 100,000 naira.
What do you say?
I'll work towards the 100,000 naira.
You give him 100,000 naira.
I'll work towards the 100,000.
He said he will give you 100,000 naira. The court will assist you with 60,000 naira. Thank you, Your Honor. So just look for a way and sort that out. So that's my judgment. By 10th of September this month, the defendant will pay the plaintiff the sum of 100,000 naira. And on monthly basis until December, when the balance of 150,000 naira will be paid. That's my judgment.
Rise. Thank you.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.